In the vast and seemingly peaceful theatre of the natural world, a silent, unceasing conflict is waged every single day. Beneath the gentle rustle of leaves and the golden light of dawn, a drama unfolds that is as ancient as life itself. Every blade of grass, every shadow, every ripple in a pond could be the stage for a life-or-death encounter. This is not a battle of armies with banners, but of individuals, each armed with astonishing abilities that would rival any fictional super spy or legendary ninja. The forest floor is a chessboard, the savannah a battlefield, and every creature is both a player and a piece, moving with purpose and cunning. Survival is the ultimate prize, and the strategies employed are as varied as life itself. Some creatures rely on brute strength, others on speed, and still others on the art of deception. Each day, countless stories of triumph and tragedy are written in the tracks left behind and the fleeting glimpses caught between the trees. Here, speed is a weapon, stealth is a shield, and a clever trick can mean the difference between life and death. The cheetah's explosive sprint, the owl's ghostly flight, the chameleon's patient crawl, each is a masterpiece of adaptation, honed by countless generations of relentless competition. Across the globe, animals have evolved to become masters of espionage, sabotage, and combat, turning their very bodies into sophisticated tools for hunting, defense, and deception. The clouded leopard melts into the dappled shadows, the octopus vanishes in a swirl of colour, and the stick insect becomes indistinguishable from the branches it calls home. These are the original secret agents, operating in a world where the stakes could not be higher. Every step is measured, every breath controlled as they move through their domains unseen, unheard, and often undetected. The grand spectacles of nature, the thundering herds, the swirling flocks, the mighty crossings, draw the eye and capture the imagination. But these are only the most visible moments in a world defined by subtlety and secrecy. Beneath this surface lies a world of intricate and clandestine operations. An insect slips beneath a leaf. A predator waits in the shadows. A snake glides silently through the undergrowth, each movement calculated, each action deliberate. A flicker of movement in the grass, a shadow passing overhead, a ripple on the water surface. These are the subtle signs of nature's covert operatives at work. Every disturbance is a message, every silence a warning. These creatures do not rely on brute force alone. They are tacticians, engineers, and illusionists. The beaver's dam is a fortress, the spider's web a trap, the octopus's shifting colours a living disguise. They have perfected the art of the ambush, the lightning-fast strike, and the masterful escape. The lioness waits, muscles coiled, the crocodile lurks beneath the surface, the mantis sways with the breeze, each poised for the perfect moment to act. Their skills are not learned in dojos or training camps, but are etched into their very DNA, honed over countless generations of relentless competition and environmental pressure. Young animals watch, mimic, and learn, their every instinct shaped by the successes and failures of those who came before. The skills these animals possess are remarkably similar to the fabled arts of the ninja. The raccoon's masked face peers from the darkness, a silent figure slips through the night, and another vanishes into the shadows, leaving no trace. They move with an almost supernatural silence, disappearing into their surroundings as if cloaked in invisibility. The owl's wings make no sound, the tiger's stripes dissolve into the jungle, the Arctic fox becomes one with the snow. Some can wait for hours, days even, with a stillness that defies belief, only to explode into action with breathtaking speed and precision. The heron's patience is rewarded in a flash. The jaguar's ambush is sudden and final. The frog's leap is a blur of motion. Some can change their appearance at will, becoming a leaf, a stone, or a flower to deceive the eye of both predator and prey. The leaf-tailed gecko vanishes against the bark. The octopus becomes a living coral. The stick insect is lost among the twigs. Others carry hidden weapons, from venomous spurs to electrified skin, ready to be deployed in an instant. The platypus's spur is a secret dagger, the electric eel's body a living battery, the poison dart frog's skin a warning painted in vivid colour. This is a world where every sense is heightened and every movement is calculated. Ears twitch at the faintest sound, whiskers sense the slightest vibration, eyes scan for the smallest hint of danger or opportunity. Observing these creatures offers a profound insight into the sheer ingenuity of evolution. The chimpanzee fashions tools from twigs, the crow solves puzzles with a sharp mind, and the gaze of a predator reveals a mind always at work. It reveals a world far more complex and thrilling than we might imagine. Every behavior, every adaptation, is a testament to the creativity and resilience of life. From the deepest oceans to the highest mountain peaks, life is a constant dance of strategy and counter-strategy. The polar bear navigates shifting ice, the shark glides through the abyss, the mountain goat defies gravity on sheer cliffs. The hunter and the hunted are locked in an eternal arms race, each pushing the other to develop ever more sophisticated abilities. The cheetah's speed is matched by the gazelle's agility, the lion's cunning by the antelope's vigilance. To understand these animal warriors is to understand the fundamental forces that shape all life on our planet. Every adaptation, every behavior is a response to the challenges of survival and the opportunities of the environment. It is a story of incredible resilience, astonishing adaptation, and the relentless, beautiful struggle for existence that plays out all around us, often just beyond our sight. In every corner of the wild, the covert operatives of nature continue their silent, ceaseless battle, each one a testament to the extraordinary power and mystery of life. In the vast, untamed arenas of the natural world, where the horizon stretches endlessly and the wind whispers secrets through the grass, speed is the ultimate currency. Here every heartbeat is a gamble, every moment a test of survival. The open savannas and the limitless skies above are not just backdrops. They are battlegrounds where the swiftest thrive and the slow are left behind. For both the relentless pursuer and the desperate prey, the ability to move at blistering velocities is not just an advantage, it is the very essence of life and death. The chase is a dance as old as time, a contest of reflexes, stamina and raw power played out in the golden light of dawn and the fading glow of dusk. The cheetah, the undisputed champion of terrestrial speed, is the living embodiment of this eternal struggle. With every muscle honed for acceleration, every sinew tuned for explosive power, it is a creature built for the chase. In a breathtaking display of agility, the cheetah can surge from a standstill to over 60 miles per hour in the blink of an eye, just 3 seconds. Its acceleration is so fierce that dust billows in its wake, and the very earth seems to tremble beneath its paws. Every part of the cheetah's body is a marvel of natural engineering. Its flexible spine acts as a coiled spring, storing and releasing energy with each stride, propelling the animal forward in leaps that can span 21 feet. Its long muscular tail whips behind, acting as a rudder to steer through sudden razor-sharp turns as it matches the frantic zigzags of its quarry. Even its semi-retractable claws dig into the earth, providing traction like cleats on a sprinter's shoes. But the relentless race for survival is not limited to the sun-baked plains. It soars far above, where the air thins and the world below becomes a patchwork of colour and shadow. In these lofty heights, the peregrine falcon reigns supreme, a master of the skies, unrivalled in speed and precision. With wings outstretched, it glides effortlessly, surveying the world with eyes that miss nothing. When the moment comes, the falcon transforms from a graceful glider into a living missile. It tucks its wings tight against its body and plunges earthward in a breathtaking stoop, slicing through the air at speeds that can exceed 200 miles per hour. From nearly 1,000 feet above, the falcon's descent is a blur of motion, a controlled fall that harnesses gravity itself. Its streamlined body and specialized feathers reduce drag, while bony tubercles in its nostrils allow it to breathe even as the wind roars past. The strike is sudden and violent. With talons outstretched, the falcon collides with its prey in mid-air, the sheer force of impact enough to stun or kill instantly. In a world where hesitation means hunger, the falcon's speed is its deadliest weapon. This aerial mastery is made possible by vision 8 times sharper than that of most creatures, allowing the falcon to spot a target from incredible distances. Its body is built to withstand the crushing pressures of its dive, with reinforced bones and specialized air sacs that protect its organs. Yet, even in the tangled shadows of the forest, speed is a weapon wielded with deadly precision. Here, beneath the canopy, where sunlight barely pierces the gloom, another master of the chase lurks. The black mamba, a sleek and sinuous predator, glides through the undergrowth with a grace that belies its lethal reputation. Its reputation as one of the world's most feared snakes is well earned, not only for its potent neurotoxin but for its astonishing speed. Capable of slithering at up to 12 miles per hour, the black mamba can vanish into the brush in an instant, evading threats or closing in on prey with equal ease. But it is the strike that truly sets it apart. A blur of motion, a flash of fangs, and the deed is done before most eyes can register the attack. In a fraction of a second, the mamba delivers its venomous bite, injecting a neurotoxin that acts with terrifying speed. The victim has little chance to react, as paralysis and confusion set in almost immediately. This combination of swift movement and a toxin that works with ruthless efficiency makes the black mamba a true ninja of the forest floor, silent, swift, and nearly invisible until it is too late. As the sun dips below the horizon and darkness claims the land, the rules of the chase shift once more. The night is alive with movement as new hunters emerge to take their place in the eternal contest. The mouse-eared bat, a solitary shadow flitting through the night, is a master of a different kind of speed. In a world where sight is useless, it relies on a remarkable adaptation to hunt in total darkness. With each rapid beat of its wings, the bat emits a series of high-pitched squeaks too high for most creatures to hear. These calls bounce off every surface, painting a detailed sonic map of the world in the bat's mind. In this realm of echoes, the bat is both hunter and navigator, weaving through branches and snatching insects from the air with astonishing precision. With pinpoint accuracy, the bat chases down its prey, at speeds exceeding 18 miles per hour, twisting and turning in mid-air, its flight a blur of acrobatics and instinct. Each successful catch is a testament to the power of adaptation and the relentless drive to survive. Across the savannah, through the skies, beneath the forest canopy, and into the heart of the night, these remarkable creatures show that in the animal kingdom's never-ending battle, it is often the swift, the agile, and the perfectly adapted who live to see another dawn. Each is a master of the chase, a testament to the wonders of evolution and the fierce beauty of the wild. While speed is a powerful asset, a flash of movement across the open plains or a sudden dive from the sky, it is often the unseen threat that is the most dangerous. In the animal kingdom, the ability to vanish, to become a shadow or a whisper, is a skill honed over countless generations. The world's most effective predators are not always the fastest or the strongest, but those who have mastered the art of invisibility. A snake, motionless among the fallen leaves, is all but invisible to the untrained eye. An owl, feathers patterned to match the bark, becomes a silent extension of the tree itself, waiting for dusk to fall. Stealth is a subtle and deadly art, practiced by predators who have learned to merge with their surroundings. The tiger, its orange and black stripes breaking up its outline, moves with calculated precision through the tall grass, every muscle coiled in anticipation. The wolf, a master of patience, glides through the undergrowth, its paws barely making a sound as it closes in on its quarry. Among these silent hunters, the crocodile stands as a primeval master of this technique, unchanged for millions of years. With only its eyes and nostrils breaking the surface, the crocodile can remain submerged for over an hour, a living relic of patience and restraint. Its gaze is unblinking, its body perfectly still, betraying nothing of the lethal power hidden just beneath the water. To the casual observer, it appears as nothing more than a floating log, a harmless piece of driftwood adrift on the current. But beneath the surface, every muscle is taut, every sense alert, waiting for the faintest tremor that signals the approach of prey. In a heartbeat, the illusion shatters. The crocodile erupts from the depths with explosive force, jaws snapping shut with bone-crushing power. Its ambush is so sudden, so perfectly timed, that escape is almost impossible. In the miniature world of insects, deception and stealth reach an even more elaborate level. Here, survival depends on the ability to vanish in plain sight. The stick insect, indistinguishable from the twigs it clings to, sways gently in the breeze, mimicking the movement of the branches. The leaf insect, with veins and edges that mirror the leaves around it, becomes a living part of the foliage. But among these masters of disguise, the orchid mantis stands apart. It is not merely camouflaged, it is a living lure, a predator that has turned deception into an art form. This remarkable creature has evolved to perfectly mimic the vibrant petals of an orchid blossom. Its limbs are shaped and colored to blend seamlessly with the flower, a strategy known as aggressive mimicry. The mantis does not simply hide, it transforms itself into a beacon, a trap disguised as beauty. Unlike other ambush predators, the orchid mantis does not wait for prey to wander by. Instead, it actively attracts its victims, drawing them in with the promise of nectar and pollen. Pollinating insects, deceived by the mantis's flawless disguise, approach without hesitation. They land expecting a feast, only to be seized in an instant by the waiting predator. So effective is its disguise that the orchid mantis is believed to be even more attractive to pollinators than the actual flowers it imitates. Its colors are brighter, its form more alluring, a testament to the relentless perfection of evolution. High above the forest floor, another master of stealth moves with silent grace. The leopard, a phantom among the branches, stalks its domain with unmatched agility. Employing a classic ninja technique, the leopard climbs trees to survey its territory, vanishing among the leaves and shadows. Its movements are fluid, its presence almost undetectable. The leopard's iconic spotted coat is not just for show. Each rosette is a piece of living camouflage, breaking up its outline and allowing it to melt into the dappled sunlight of the canopy. In this world of shifting light and shadow, the leopard becomes invisible. With ears that capture the faintest rustle and the strength to drag prey twice its weight high into the branches, the leopard combines stealth with raw power. Here its hard-won meal is safe from rivals, hidden in the treetops. These practitioners of stealth, from the silent owl to the camouflaged insect, reveal a world where true power lies in what is not seen. Their mastery of concealment is both shield and sword, a way to survive and to conquer. They are the ghosts of the animal kingdom, moving through their habitats like whispers on the wind, leaving only the faintest trace of their passing. A paw print in the mud, a ripple in the water, a shadow in the moonlight. Whether it is the crocodile's deathly stillness beneath the water, the orchid mantis's beautiful deceit among the blossoms, or the leopard's shadowy ascent into the trees, the art of invisibility is a critical tool in the arsenal of nature's most successful hunters. Each has evolved to exploit the shadows, to turn the environment itself into an ally. They remind us that the most formidable force is not always the one that announces its presence, but the one that strikes from nowhere, a silent, perfectly executed surprise, the culmination of patience, adaptation, and the timeless dance between predator and prey. Agility, an exquisite blend of speed, balance, and precision, is the secret language of survival in the animal kingdom. In the wild, every movement is a calculated risk, every leap a test of life and death. For many creatures, the world is not a flat stage, but a tangled three-dimensional maze where only the most nimble can thrive. Deep within the emerald labyrinth of the rainforest, life unfolds in the treetops. Here the air is thick with the scent of leaves and the chorus of distant calls. The canopy is a living tapestry woven from branches, vines, and shadows, where gravity is both a threat and a challenge. For its inhabitants, every day is an aerial ballet, a performance where hesitation can mean disaster. Among these acrobats, the tarsier stands out, a tiny nocturnal primate with eyes so large they seem to drink in the moonlight. Its gaze pierces the darkness, searching for the faintest flicker of movement. The tarsier is a hunter of shadows, the only primate whose diet is purely carnivorous. Its world is a vertical jungle, where insects and lizards dart through the undergrowth, and the only way to catch them is to leap, silent, sudden, and sure. Its legs, astonishingly powerful for its size, account for a quarter of its body weight. The secret lies in its elongated tarsal bones, which act as biological springs. With a single, explosive motion, the tarsier can launch itself over 16 feet, an Olympic feat for a creature no bigger than a squirrel. In the blink of an eye, it snatches its prey, landing with barely a whisper on the next branch. This mastery of movement is not just for hunting. In the wild, agility is a shield as much as a sword. The ability to twist, turn, and leap through the tangled heights is a vital defense against predators lurking in the shadows below. For the red colobus monkey, agility is the difference between life and death. These monkeys are the perpetual targets of the forest's most formidable hunters, the chimpanzees. When danger approaches, the colobus does not fight. Instead, it flees, transforming the treetops into a dizzying obstacle course. Weighing just a fraction of their powerful pursuers, the red colobus monkeys possess a crucial advantage. Their lightness allows them to dance across the thinnest branches, far beyond the reach of heavier predators. When the chase is on, the colobus monkeys race to the very edge of the canopy, where the branches grow slender and sway with every movement. Here balance and courage are tested to the limit. The branches bend and tremble under the monkey's weight, but they hold. For the chimpanzee, each step is a gamble. The branch may snap or simply refuse to bear its mass. In this high-wire act, the colobus finds its sanctuary, turning the very structure of the forest into a fortress. Far above the forest floor, where a single misstep means a deadly fall, these animals play a game of physics and nerve. Every leap is a calculation, every landing a triumph of instinct and muscle. But agility is not confined to the treetops. Beneath the waves, a different kind of acrobatics unfolds. The ocean is a world of shifting currents and hidden dangers, where survival depends on the ability to move with both speed and subtlety. The Humboldt squid, known as the Red Devil, is a master of this liquid realm. With a body built for speed and arms lined with suckers, it glides through the water like a living missile, hunting in packs and striking with lightning precision. When prey is near, the squid's tentacles shoot out in a blur, ensnaring fish and dragging them toward a beak sharp enough to slice through bone. Its attacks are sudden, coordinated, and relentless, a display of power and finesse. Yet the Humboldt squid is not just a hunter, it is also a master of escape. When threatened, it can reverse direction in an instant, blasting jets of water from its mantle to propel itself away. In a heartbeat, it releases a billowing cloud of ink, a smokescreen that blinds and confuses any would-be attacker, allowing the squid to vanish into the blue depths. Whether in the tangled heights of the forest or the endless expanse of the sea, agility is the ultimate adaptation. It is the art of reading the environment, of turning obstacles into opportunities and danger into escape. Watchers' bodies twist, turn, and leap in a blur of motion, each movement a testament to the animal's mastery over its world. Muscles coil and release, tails flick for balance, and eyes lock onto the next target or safe haven. The tarsier's explosive jump, the colobus monkey's daring escape, the squid's jet-propelled dash, each is a unique answer to the same question: how to survive in a world that never stands still. In every environment, agility is the silent superpower, the difference between predator and prey, between life and oblivion. In the end, the wild belongs to those who can turn their surroundings into both playground and fortress. Through the art of movement, these acrobats of the wild write their own stories, one leap, one twist, one breathtaking escape at a time. In a world where the wild is often defined by bursts of speed, sudden chases, and the raw energy of pursuit, there exists a different kind of power, one that is quiet, almost invisible, yet no less formidable. Here in the shadows and silence, the patient predators reign supreme. There is a profound power in perfect stillness, a mastery of the art of waiting that transforms the hunter into a living shadow, blending seamlessly with the world around it. Patience in the animal kingdom is not a sign of weakness or indecision. It is a razor-sharp strategy honed by countless generations where every heartbeat is measured and every breath is a calculated risk. The eyes of a predator, unblinking and unwavering, scan the world for the faintest sign of opportunity. Consider the stonefish, a creature so perfectly attuned to its environment that it becomes almost indistinguishable from the rocks and coral that surround it. The stonefish is the world's most venomous fish, and its power lies not in pursuit, but in patience. It is the ultimate master of the waiting game, a living sculpture that can remain motionless for hours, even days, as the tides shift and the world moves on above. The stonefish employs a technique reminiscent of the ancient art of vanishing, remaining so still that even the most observant prey cannot distinguish it from the lifeless stones. Like a quail hidden in the grass, the stonefish's stillness is its shield, its patience a cloak that renders it invisible to the world. Its mottled, rock-like skin is a masterpiece of natural design, a tapestry of colors and textures that mimic the seabed with uncanny precision. Sometimes the stonefish will even bury itself in the sand, leaving only its eyes exposed, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. It waits, perfectly still, as the currents bring unsuspecting fish closer and closer, each one oblivious to the danger lurking just beneath their fins. Then, in a flash faster than the blink of an eye, the stonefish opens its cavernous mouth, creating a sudden vacuum that pulls its prey inside. The entire attack is over in less than a tenth of a second, a silent, deadly ambush that leaves no chance for escape. This strategy of patient ambush is not unique to the ocean floor. Across the globe, in every environment, there are predators who have mastered the art of waiting. In the frigid, blue-tinged waters of Antarctica, where icebergs drift and the sun barely rises above the horizon, another patient hunter lurks. The leopard seal, a massive predator weighing up to 840 pounds, is a force to be reckoned with, second only to the killer whale in these icy realms. With a body built for both stealth and speed, the leopard seal uses patience with chilling efficiency, becoming a ghost beneath the ice. It will often position itself just beneath the edge of an ice floe, its sleek form hidden in the shadowy water, invisible to those above. Above, penguins gather in nervous clusters, their bodies tense as they prepare to dive into the sea in search of food, unaware of the danger that waits below. The seal remains completely still, a dark, silent shadow in the water, its senses attuned to every ripple and vibration, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The instant the penguins leap from the ice and plunge into the frigid sea, the balance shifts. The leopard seal explodes into action, its powerful muscles propelling it through the water at speeds up to 24 miles per hour. In a blur of motion, it closes the distance, jaws snapping shut around its chosen target. This is not a reckless chase, but a calculated hunt, where every second of stillness is an investment in the perfect opportunity. Patience is not limited to the land or sea. It can also take to the skies, where the world is watched from above and the hunt unfolds in 3 dimensions. Deep within the limestone caves of the Caribbean, where shafts of sunlight pierce the darkness. Another patient predator prepares for its nightly ritual. The Puerto Rican boa, a 7-foot non-venomous snake, has developed a hunting method as unique as the cave itself. Suspended from the cave ceiling at the entrance, the boa dangles in the darkness, using as little as a quarter of its body length to anchor itself to the stone above. Its powerful muscles grip the rock, while the rest of its body hangs in mid-air, perfectly still, a living trap set for the night's first meal. There in the cool, damp air, the boa waits, motionless as the sun sets and the cave comes alive with the fluttering of wings. As darkness deepens, thousands of bats pour from the cave in a swirling, chaotic stream, their wings beating the air in a frantic rush for the open sky. The boa does not rely on sight in this inky blackness. Instead, it becomes a creature of pure sensation, feeling the faintest brush of air as a bat's wing passes close. It senses the subtle changes in air pressure, the delicate touch of movement, and in that instant it strikes. With lightning speed, the boa snatches a bat from mid-air, its jaws closing around its prey in a display of precision and timing that is nothing short of extraordinary. This is a remarkable display of sensory hunting, where patience and stillness are rewarded with a meal snatched from the very air itself. Across the animal kingdom, these masters of stillness reveal a truth often overlooked. Hunting is not always about the chase, the sprint, or the struggle. Sometimes it is a game of nerve, a silent contest of endurance, where the one who can wait the longest, who can remain unseen and unheard, emerges victorious. The stonefish's perfect disguise blending so completely with its surroundings that it becomes part of the landscape, the leopard seal's icy vigil beneath the Antarctic floes, and the boa's aerial trap suspended in darkness, all serve as powerful reminders that in the wild, inaction can be as potent a weapon as action. The ability to wait, to become invisible, to let the world come to you, these are the secrets of the silent assassins. They are the unseen, the unheard, the ever-watchful. In their stillness lies a deadly promise, a testament to the power of patience in the eternal dance of predator and prey. For in the animal kingdom, sometimes the most effective strategy is to do nothing at all, until the perfect moment arrives and the world changes in an instant. Section 6. The Warrior's Code, Combat and Weaponry. In the animal kingdom, the art of battle is as ancient as life itself. When stealth and speed are not enough, survival is determined by raw combat prowess, honed over countless generations. Here, every creature is both a potential predator and prey, and the difference between life and death can hinge on a single moment of strength, cunning, or innovation. Across the wild landscapes of our planet, animals engage in fierce contests, battles for mates, for territory, and for the right to exist. These confrontations are not random, they are governed by unwritten rules, rituals, and displays of power, each species wielding its own arsenal of natural weaponry and unique fighting styles. Some creatures clash in thunderous displays of dominance, their bodies transformed into living armories. Antlers, horns, claws, fangs, and armoured hides become the tools of war, each adapted for a specific purpose, whether to pierce, slash, grapple, or defend. In these moments, the animal kingdom reveals its most primal side, where only the most skilled and resilient emerge victorious. Take, for example, the kangaroo of Australia. At first glance, this marsupial appears gentle, almost serene as it grazes in the outback. But beneath that calm exterior lies a formidable fighter, a true gladiator of the grasslands. When male kangaroos vie for dominance, they engage in a ritualized form of combat that closely resembles kickboxing. These contests are not mere scuffles. They are carefully choreographed duels, where each move is calculated to test strength, balance, and resolve. Balancing on their powerful muscular tails, kangaroos rear up and unleash devastating kicks with their hind legs. The force behind these kicks is immense, enough to break bones or even prove fatal. Their tails act as a third limb, providing stability and leverage, while their hind legs deliver the decisive blow. These towering marsupials, sometimes reaching 7 feet in height, use their smaller front limbs to grapple and hold their opponents, locking them in place before striking. The combination of grappling and kicking creates a complex, dangerous fighting technique that demands both strength and agility. But it is not only the giants of the animal world who are skilled in combat. Even the smallest creatures have evolved sophisticated weapons and tactics. Insects, for example, wage their own miniature wars. Armed with razor-sharp mandibles, venomous stingers, and armored exoskeletons. Among these tiny warriors, the ogre-faced spider stands out as a master of ambush and innovation. This nocturnal hunter has abandoned the traditional stationary web, instead adopting a far more aggressive and active approach to hunting. Rather than waiting passively for prey to stumble into its trap, the ogre-faced spider stalks its victims under the cover of darkness, moving with silent precision through the night. It crafts a small, highly elastic net of silk, which it holds taut between its front legs. This net is a marvel of engineering, strong, flexible, and nearly invisible in the darkness. Perched upside down on a slender branch, the spider waits in absolute stillness, its 8 eyes scanning the ground below for the faintest sign of movement. When an unsuspecting insect passes beneath, the spider strikes with lightning speed, lunging downward and stretching the net to several times its original size. In a single fluid motion, it casts the net over its prey, ensnaring it in a silken prison from which there is no escape. This unique form of net-casting combat is a testament to the spider's ingenuity, a hunter that brings its trap to the prey, rather than the other way around. In every corner of the wild, some animals are so perfectly adapted for battle that they reign as the ultimate warriors of their domain. Their bodies are living weapons, their senses finely tuned for the hunt. The great white shark is perhaps the most iconic of these apex predators. Every aspect of its anatomy is designed for combat, making it a relentless force in the ocean's depths. Its jaws are lined with up to 300 serrated teeth, arranged in 7 rows, each tooth capable of slicing through flesh and bone with ease. The shark's bite force is legendary, greater than that of a lion, a tiger, and a hyena combined, allowing it to dispatch even the largest prey with terrifying efficiency. Its senses are equally formidable. The great white can detect a single drop of blood in 10 billion drops of water, using an array of specialized organs to sense even the faintest electrical signals emitted by living creatures. Coupled with its ability to swim at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, the great white shark is a master of pursuit, capable of launching sudden explosive attacks that leave little chance for escape. Yet not all warriors rely solely on brute strength or deadly weaponry. The olive baboon, for instance, demonstrates that courage, intelligence, and adaptability can be just as powerful in the struggle for survival. These highly intelligent primates are renowned for their bravery. When threatened, they band together, forming a united front to confront and even chase away formidable predators such as cheetahs, protecting their group and their hard-won meals. Olive baboons are also patient and methodical hunters. They can stalk flocks of flamingos for hours, moving with calculated precision before erupting from cover in a coordinated 30-mile-per-hour dash to secure their prey. Their complex social structures, strategic cooperation, and willingness to engage in direct conflict make them true warriors of the savannah. Here, combat skill is not just about physical weapons, but about strategy, teamwork, and the indomitable will to survive. In the animal kingdom, every battle is a test of adaptation, and every victory is a testament to the endless ingenuity of life itself. Section 7. The Ultimate Disguise, Nature's Shapeshifters. In the vast theatre of the wild, survival often depends on the ability to vanish, to deceive, or to become something entirely new. Some creatures have taken this art to astonishing heights, evolving not just to blend in, but to transform themselves in ways that defy belief. Beyond the simple trick of camouflage, there are animals that wield the power to alter their very form, shifting their shape, their color, and even their texture in a matter of moments. These transformations are not mere parlor tricks. They are the difference between life and death, between predator and prey. These are nature's true shapeshifters, masters of illusion, adaptation, and survival. Their bodies are living canvases, capable of painting new realities with every threat or opportunity that arises. Take, for example, the unassuming porcupine fish. Drifting quietly among the coral, it appears harmless, almost comical with its wide eyes and gentle movements. But when danger looms, this fish unleashes a transformation that is nothing short of spectacular. In a matter of seconds, it gulps down water, swelling its body to several times its normal size. Its skin bristles with sharp spines, turning the once plump fish into a floating fortress of spikes. For any would-be predator, what was once an easy meal is now a painful, awkward puzzle, one best left unsolved. And as if that weren't enough, the porcupine fish carries a secret weapon within, a potent neurotoxin laced through its organs, making it a deadly gamble for any creature bold enough to take a bite. But transformation in nature isn't always a solo act. Sometimes it's a symphony of many, a collective metamorphosis that turns a vulnerable group into an unstoppable force. When torrential rains flood the forest floor, fire ants face a deadly dilemma. Instead of scattering, they unite, each ant locking legs and jaws with its neighbours, forming a living, breathing raft. Up to 500,000 individuals may join this living vessel, their waxy bodies trapping air and repelling water. At the heart of this floating fortress, the queen and her precious brood are shielded from the swirling currents. For days, even weeks, the colony drifts as one, an island of life searching for sanctuary above the floodwaters. It is a breathtaking display of unity, a transformation of many into one. From above, the raft appears as a single, undulating mass, an entire society reborn as a survival machine, gliding toward hope on the surface of disaster. Among all the shapeshifters, perhaps none is more iconic than the chameleon. Perched on a branch, its eyes move independently, scanning the world for both danger and opportunity. With a subtle shift, its skin ripples with colour, greens, yellows, blues, and reds, each hue a message, a mood, a warning, or an invitation. This colour change is not just for hiding. It is a language, a living signal to others of its kind. Yet the chameleon's most astonishing transformation is hidden, coiled within its mouth, a weapon of pure speed and precision. In the blink of an eye, its tongue rockets outward, stretching to twice the length of its body. The tip strikes with pinpoint accuracy, snaring unsuspecting insects in a split second. This explosive burst of power transforms the slow-moving lizard into a lightning-fast hunter, a predator whose true nature is revealed only in the moment of attack. But in the shadowy depths of the ocean, a creature exists whose powers of transformation surpass them all, the mimic octopus. With no bones to constrain it, the mimic octopus is a living sculpture, able to mould its body into an astonishing array of forms. When threatened, it doesn't just vanish, it becomes something else entirely. With a shift of its arms and a change in colour, it can impersonate the flat, poisonous peacock soul, gliding along the sand. Or it may tuck in its limbs, fanning out two spiny arms to resemble the venomous lionfish, or undulate its tentacles in a serpentine dance, mimicking the deadly banded sea crate. With each transformation, the mimic octopus becomes a new creature, borrowing the forms of the ocean's most dangerous residents to outwit its enemies. In this ever-changing masquerade, it stands as the ultimate master of disguise, a living testament to the boundless creativity of nature's shapeshifters. Section 8, A Game of Thrones, The Battle for Dominance. In the animal kingdom, every day is a contest for supremacy. This is a world where power is never given, only taken, where the right to rule is earned through relentless struggle, cunning, and raw strength. Across continents and oceans, creatures of every shape and size are locked in a perpetual game of thrones, where the stakes are nothing less than survival, legacy, and the future of their kind. For countless species, territory is the very foundation of life. It is the stage upon which every drama unfolds, the resource that determines who thrives and who perishes. The boundaries of these domains are marked with scent, sound, and sometimes blood. Each border fiercely patrolled, each trespass met with swift retribution. Take the goshawk, a master of the forest canopy. With eyes sharp as daggers and talons honed for battle, this formidable raptor claims a vast expanse of woodland as its own. Any intruder, be it rival hawk or unsuspecting crow, faces a barrage of aerial assaults, the goshawk's speed and ferocity leaving little doubt as to who rules the skies. Its territory, stretching over half a mile, is a fortress defended with unwavering resolve. On the forest floor, the struggle is no less intense. Troops of eastern chimpanzees move like shadowy armies, their patrols organized and deliberate. Bands of males slip through the undergrowth, senses alert for the scent or sound of rivals. When two groups meet, the result is often a violent clash. Screams echoing through the trees as territory is won or lost, and the victors claim the richest feeding grounds for their own. In this world, rule is absolute. Monarchs rise to power through dominance, their authority unchallenged until the next contender emerges. These rulers are not chosen. They seize their thrones through force, charisma, and the ability to inspire loyalty or fear. In the frozen expanse of the Arctic, the polar bear reigns supreme. Towering above all other land carnivores, this solitary monarch surveys a kingdom of ice and snow, its every step a testament to power and endurance. With muscles rippling beneath a thick coat of fur, the polar bear's immense strength allows it to subdue seals and withstand the harshest blizzards. No other predator dares challenge its rule, for here only the strongest survive. Deep in the forests of the north, another dynasty holds sway. Grey wolves, legendary for their intelligence and cooperation, are governed by an alpha pair, a king and queen whose leadership is both respected and enforced. These monarchs lead their pack with precision, orchestrating hunts that bring down prey many times their size. The pack's survival depends on unity and discipline, each member playing a role in the pursuit and capture of an 800-pound elk. Through these acts, the alpha pair secures their legacy, ensuring the next generation will inherit a thriving dynasty. But the quest for dominance is not limited to territory alone. The drive to reproduce, to pass on one's genes, ignites some of the fiercest battles in nature. Males clash in brutal contests, their bodies scarred by the struggle for breeding rights. For lions, the pride is both family and fortress. The dominant male enjoys exclusive access to the females, his position granting him the right to sire the next generation. When a challenger appears, the ensuing battle is a spectacle of raw power and determination. The victor claims the pride, while the vanquished is driven into exile, or worse. The new king's first act is ruthless. He eliminates the cubs of his predecessor, ensuring that only his own bloodline will flourish. This grim strategy forces the lionesses back into estrus, ready to bear his offspring and secure his legacy. In the open savanna, male giraffes engage in a contest unlike any other. Their long, muscular necks become weapons, swinging with bone-shattering force as they battle for dominance. Each strike echoes across the plains, the victor earning the right to mate and the defeated left to nurse his wounds. The struggle for supremacy begins even before birth. In the hidden world of the womb, competition is fierce and often deadly. Within the womb of a sand tiger shark, the most developed embryo becomes a predator, hunting its siblings in a grim contest for survival. It devours its brothers and sisters as well as any unfertilized eggs until only the strongest remain. By the time they are born, these pups are already seasoned survivors. having fought and won their first battle before ever seeing the ocean. Emerging into the world, they are already equipped with the instincts and skills of a predator, their earliest memories forged in the crucible of competition. Even in the lofty nests of golden eagles, the firstborn chick often turns on its sibling, ensuring that only the strongest will survive to fledge. This ruthless behavior guarantees that the survivor will have enough food to grow strong and healthy, ready to claim the skies as its own. These stories of struggle and triumph, of power seized and defended, reveal the primal forces that shape every life in the wild. In this world, dominance is not just a goal, it is a necessity, the driving force behind every action, every rivalry, and every legacy left behind. Section 9. Conclusion. The endless wonder of adaptation. As we reach the end of our journey through the animal kingdom, we find ourselves standing in awe before a living tapestry, each thread a story of survival, ingenuity, and transformation. Here every creature is both artist and warrior, sculpted by the relentless hand of evolution, each adaptation a brushstroke in nature's grand masterpiece. Picture the cheetah, a blur of muscle and determination, its body engineered for a single, breathtaking burst of speed. In the tall grasses, a leopard melts into the shadows, every sinew tensed in silent anticipation, while above, the peregrine falcon folds its wings and becomes a living missile, slicing through the sky at over 200 miles per hour. Beneath the waves, the octopus vanishes before our eyes, its skin shifting color and texture to match the coral, a true magician of the reef. These are not mere curiosities, but the result of countless generations of trial and error, of victories and defeats written in the language of DNA. The cheetah's sprint is a race against hunger and time. The stonefish's stillness is a deadly trap, its venomous spines hidden beneath a cloak of sand and patience. The mimic octopus, a master of disguise, can become a venomous sea snake, a flatfish or a lionfish in the blink of an eye, each transformation a calculated gamble for survival. On the savannah, the lion's roar echoes across the grasslands, a challenge and a warning as rival prides clash in battles that decide the fate of generations. In every corner of the world, animals display a dazzling array of abilities. Some, like the archer fish, shoot jets of water to knock insects from overhanging leaves. Others, like the lyrebird, mimic the calls of dozens of species, weaving a symphony of deception in the forest air. Each adaptation is a testament to the boundless creativity of life. These creatures are the ultimate warriors, secret agents and shapeshifters. Their lives are a constant dance with danger, a daily test of wit, strength, and resilience. In the silent drama of the hunt, the hunted and the hunter are locked in a contest as old as time, each adapting, each learning, each pushing the other to new heights of ingenuity. Survival in the wild is an art form. It is not enough to be strong. One must be clever, patient, and sometimes daringly bold. The black heron, for example, creates a shadow with its wings, luring fish into its own trap of darkness. The Japanese honeybees, faced with a deadly hornet, swarm together, raising the temperature and cooking the invader alive, a feat of collective intelligence and courage. The flying snake, with a twist of its body, defies gravity, gliding from tree to tree in search of safety or prey. These are not just behaviors, but evolutionary masterpieces, each one a solution to a unique challenge, each one a story of survival written over millennia. The will to live can manifest in the most unexpected and spectacular ways. Some animals break the limits of what we thought possible. Frogs that freeze solid in winter and thaw in spring, beetles that shoot boiling chemicals from their abdomens, birds that navigate by the stars. This endless variety of survival strategies is what makes the natural world so profoundly fascinating and endlessly surprising. Every adaptation is a story, every behavior a chapter in the ongoing saga of life. There is always another mystery to unravel, another incredible adaptation to discover. In the depths of the ocean, in the heart of the jungle, on the wind-swept tundra, life finds a way, always adapting, always evolving, always reaching for the next horizon. From the blue whale gliding through the vastness of the ocean to the tiniest insect perched on a leaf, every creature plays a role in this grand unfolding drama. Each is both predator and prey, competitor and cooperator, shaping and being shaped by the world around them. The intricate connections between species, the constant pressure to innovate, ensure that nature is never static. It is a living, breathing engine of change, always producing new and wonderful forms of life. By watching these natural ninjas and warriors, we glimpse the true depth of the world's wonders. We see animals leaping, gliding, vanishing, and reappearing. Each act a marvel of adaptation, each moment a testament to the power of life. We are reminded that the web of life is ancient and complex, filled with marvels that defy our expectations and ignite our imagination. The animal kingdom's ultimate warriors teach us about resilience, the importance of adaptation, and the sheer unyielding beauty of the struggle for existence. Their stories are a call to wonder, a reminder that the world is full of secrets waiting to be discovered, and that the theatre of nature's surprises will continue to inspire and astonish for generations to come, so long as the wild heart of adaptation beats on. As we journey deeper into nature's arsenal, we encounter a side of the animal kingdom where defense is an art form in its own right. In this hidden world, survival doesn't always mean attacking. It often means outsmarting, outmaneuvering, and outlasting the threat. Imagine the pangolin. When danger closes in, it curls into an armored ball, its scales forming an impenetrable fortress, baffling even the hungriest predator. Nearby, the bombardier beetle readies its secret weapon, ejecting a scalding chemical spray from its abdomen with pinpoint accuracy, an explosive surprise that sends attackers running. In the forests, the Malaysian exploding ant sacrifices itself for the colony, rupturing its own body to release a sticky, toxic substance, immobilizing invaders at a devastating cost. Deep beneath the waves, the hagfish faces its enemies with a different tactic. It releases clouds of slippery slime, clogging the gills of would-be predators and granting the hagfish a slimy escape. Camouflage is taken to the next level by the leaf-tailed gecko, which becomes nearly invisible against the bark of trees, while the porcupine's quills turn its back into a bristling barricade. One wrong move and a mouthful of pain awaits any attacker. Even the humble opossum plays dead, tricking predators into losing interest and living to fight or flee another day. For some, defense means vanishing in plain sight. The cuttlefish can instantly change not only its color, but also the texture of its skin, blending seamlessly with coral or sand. Others, like the skunk, use warning colors and potent odors as a first and final line of defense, leaving a lasting impression on any who dare to come too close. In these moments of peril, we witness the brilliance of nature's defensive playbook. Whether through armor, deception, chemistry, or sheer audacity, these animals remind us that the fight for survival is not just about strength, but about ingenuity, courage, and the relentless will to endure. The animal kingdom's greatest warriors are not only hunters, they are masters of defense, each with a story as remarkable as their most daring escape. Their adaptations are a testament to life's determination to persist, no matter the odds. In the intricate web of the wild, survival often hinges not just on strength or stealth, but on the power to communicate. Beyond human eyes and ears, animals have developed a dazzling array of communication strategies, each tailored to their unique environments and needs. From the treetops to the ocean depths, messages travel in whispers, flashes, and vibrations. Picture a chorus of fireflies lighting up the night, each pulse of light a coded message, attracting mates, warning rivals, or signaling danger. In the forests, vervet monkeys issue distinct alarm calls for different predators, sending the troops scrambling for safety with a single cry. Beneath the waves, whales and dolphins compose haunting songs and clicks that travel for miles, weaving complex social bonds and mapping the vast expanse of the ocean. Elephants, too, communicate across great distances, not just with trumpets, but with infrasound rumbles that vibrate through the ground, carrying news of water, danger, or reunion. Some animals use color as their language. The cuttlefish, master of disguise, flashes vibrant patterns on its skin to warn rivals or woo a mate. Poison dart frogs sport vivid hues, nature's bold warning sign, beware. Others rely on scent. Wolves mark territory with invisible chemical signatures, and bees dance intricate patterns to direct their sisters to fields of nectar, the rhythm of their movements spelling out a map no human eye can read. Even silence can speak volumes. A rabbit thumps its foot to warn of nearby danger, while a chameleon freezes, blending into the background to avoid detection. These unspoken cues travel through the wild, shaping the lives and destinies of creatures great and small. In this realm, every chirp, flash, and flick of a tail carries meaning. Animal communication is a silent symphony, an ongoing conversation that holds the secrets to survival, cooperation, and the delicate balance of life itself. As we listen closer, we begin to understand in the wild every creature has a voice, and together they weave the endless story of nature's interconnected world. In the grand theatre of nature, some of the most astonishing performances unfold right before our eyes, yet remain unseen. Camouflage and mimicry are the twin arts of deception, perfected over millennia and practiced by creatures from every corner of the globe. Here, survival depends not just on strength or speed, but on the ability to become invisible, or to become someone or something else entirely. Imagine the leaf-tailed gecko, its body etched with patterns that mirror the moss and bark of the rainforest. To a passing predator, it is nothing more than a patch of lichen. In the ocean's depths, the octopus reigns as the undisputed master of disguise. With a twitch of muscle and a burst of pigment, it can vanish into a coral reef, morphing its shape and color in a heartbeat. On the forest floor, stick insects sway gently, indistinguishable from the twigs and leaves around them, while snow leopards dissolve into the rocky terrain, their spotted coats breaking up their silhouette against the mountain shadows. But some creatures take deception a step further, not just hiding, but imitating. The harmless milk snake wears the bold red, black, and yellow bands of its venomous cousin, the coral snake, a warning pattern that fools would-be attackers. The owl butterfly flashes giant eye spots on its wings to startle predators, while the orchid mantis becomes a living flower, luring pollinators close enough to strike. Even underwater, mimicry abounds. The mimic octopus can impersonate lionfish, sea snakes, and flatfish, adopting not just their colors, but their movements and behaviors, shifting identities to deter or confuse its enemies. Through camouflage and mimicry, animals turn the landscape into a living puzzle, one where the difference between hunter and hunted is measured in shadows and illusions. For those who master these arts, the wild becomes a place of endless possibilities, where being seen or unseen can mean the difference between life and death. In this silent contest of perception, nature rewards those who can blend in, stand out, or become someone else entirely. And as we search for these hidden marvels, we are reminded in the wild things are rarely as they seem. In the wild, survival often seems like a solitary pursuit, every creature for itself, battling the odds in a relentless contest for food, territory, and safety. But beneath this surface of rivalry, nature holds a secret. Some of its greatest triumphs are achieved not alone, but together. Welcome to the world of animal teamwork and alliances, where cooperation becomes the ultimate strategy. Picture a pride of lions on the African savanna working in perfect unison. Each lioness knows her role. Some circle wide to flank the herd, while others drive the prey toward waiting jaws. Their coordinated effort means the difference between a failed hunt and a shared feast. In the ocean's depths, dolphins form intricate formations, corralling schools of fish with synchronized movements, each member playing a part in the swirling ballet that ends in a communal meal. But alliances aren't limited to family ties. In the forests of Central America, tiny capuchin monkeys form coalitions, sharing food and grooming to strengthen social bonds and outsmart rivals. Even across species lines, remarkable partnerships emerge. The oxpecker bird rides atop the massive rhinoceros, picking off parasites and sounding the alarm at the first sign of danger, a living security system in exchange for a meal. Sometimes teamwork takes on astonishing forms. Leafcutter ants march in endless columns, each individual carrying a fragment of leaf many times its own weight. Underground, they cultivate vast fungal gardens, an agricultural feat built on the labor of millions, coordinated by scent trails and chemical signals. In the coral reefs, the moray eel and grouper join forces, hunting together by combining the eel's ability to flush prey from crevices with the grouper's swift ambush. These alliances are not just acts of convenience, they are lifelines, forged by necessity and refined by evolution. In the face of adversity, animals discover that, together, they are stronger, smarter, and more resilient than they could ever be alone. In the tapestry of the wild, teamwork and alliances weave a powerful thread, reminding us that nature's greatest victories are often those shared. United, the creatures of our planet reveal a profound truth. Sometimes the best way to survive is side by side. When the skies darken and the winds howl, the animal kingdom faces its most formidable adversary, the raw power of nature itself. From blistering heat waves to bone-chilling blizzards, survival in the wild often hinges on the ability to adapt, endure, and outsmart the elements. In the heart of the desert, as temperatures soar beyond imagination, creatures like the fennec fox rely on oversized ears to dissipate heat while burrowing deep beneath the sand to escape the searing sun. The kangaroo rat, rarely seen above ground during the day, emerges only at night, conserving precious moisture and using specialized kidneys to extract every drop of water from its food. Far to the north, winter transforms the landscape into a frozen expanse. Here, the Arctic fox dons a coat that changes color with the seasons, snowy white for camouflage and warmth in winter, brown for blending into the tundra come spring. Caribou travel vast distances, migrating in herds to follow the shifting line between survival and starvation, while musk oxen huddle together, their thick coats and communal warmth forming a living fortress against the cold. When monsoon rains flood the forests, red crabs of Christmas Island embark on a mass migration, timing their journey with the rhythm of the weather. Amphibians, like the spadefoot toad, burrow deep and enter a state of suspended animation, waiting patiently for the rains to return and signal a time to breed. In the face of hurricanes and typhoons, seabirds ride the wind currents far from shore, avoiding the storm's fury. On the savannah, elephants sense the distant rumble of thunder and lead their herds to higher ground, their memory guiding them to ancient refuges. Each of these survival tactics is a testament to nature's ingenuity, a living blueprint for resilience in the face of the unpredictable. Extreme weather is not merely an obstacle, it is a crucible, shaping the evolution of every creature it touches. In the relentless cycle of drought and deluge, freeze and thaw, the animal kingdom endures. Through adaptation, migration and transformation, life finds a way to weather the storm. As the sun dips below the horizon and darkness blankets the land, a new chapter in the struggle for survival begins. The night is not a time of rest for all, it is the domain of the nocturnal warriors, those animals whose senses and strategies have evolved to conquer the shadows. In the dense rainforest, the slow loris awakens, its oversized eyes glimmering in the moonlight. These eyes aren't just for show, they contain a reflective layer, the tapetum lucidum, amplifying even the faintest glimmer of light and granting the loris extraordinary night vision. Silently it moves through the branches, hunting insects with precision only possible in near-total darkness. Meanwhile, in the arid outback, the tawny frogmouth perches motionless on a branch, its mottled feathers blending seamlessly with the bark. As a master of nocturnal camouflage, it waits for unsuspecting prey, relying on acute hearing to detect the slightest rustle in the undergrowth. When the moment arrives, it strikes with lightning speed. Beneath the desert sands, scorpions emerge, their exoskeletons glowing under ultraviolet light, a phenomenon still mysterious to science. With sensitive hairs on their legs, they detect the vibrations of beetles and crickets, navigating the darkness with an uncanny sixth sense. In the African savanna, the lion pride comes alive under the cover of darkness. Their eyes, adapted for low light, and their coordinated hunting tactics give them the edge over prey that are less adept after sunset. The night amplifies their power, turning the hunters into near-invisible phantoms. From the silent flight of owls, whose fringed feathers muffle every beat of their wings, to the echolocation of bats, painting the darkness with sound, nocturnal animals have evolved a dazzling array of adaptations. Whether it's heightened senses, specialized camouflage, or unique hunting strategies, these creatures are the undisputed masters of the night. As dawn approaches and the world begins to stir, the nocturnal elite retreat to their hidden sanctuaries, their nightly reign complete. In the eternal cycle of day and night, they remind us that the battle for survival never truly sleeps. Beneath the surface of the world's oceans lies a realm of wonder and danger, where the battles for survival are as fierce as they are fascinating. In the vast blue expanse, marine creatures engage in silent but deadly confrontations, employing strategies honed over millennia. In the coral reefs, a bustling metropolis of marine life, the mantis shrimp reigns supreme with its unparalleled combat skills. Known as the boxer of the sea, this small but mighty crustacean wields a pair of specialized appendages capable of delivering a punch with the speed of a bullet. The force is so powerful that it can shatter the shells of crabs and even break aquarium glass. Each strike is a calculated move in a high-stakes game of survival. Meanwhile, in the deeper, darker waters, the cunning octopus emerges as a master strategist. With the ability to change color, texture, and shape, it becomes nearly invisible to both prey and predators. When threatened, it releases a cloud of ink, creating a smoke screen to facilitate its escape. But the octopus is not just an escape artist, it's also a formidable hunter, using its highly flexible limbs to capture crabs and fish, pulling them into its beak-like mouth with precision. In the open ocean, the orca, or killer whale, demonstrates the power of teamwork and intelligence. These apex predators hunt in pods, coordinating their movements to herd schools of fish, or to isolate and overwhelm larger prey such as seals. Their sophisticated hunting techniques include creating waves to knock prey off ice floes and using echolocation to detect and track their targets. Closer to the ocean floor, the stonefish, the most venomous fish in the sea, lies in wait. Perfectly camouflaged among the rocks and sand, it remains motionless until an unsuspecting victim ventures too close, and with a swift lunge, it injects venom through its dorsal spines, delivering a lethal dose that can incapacitate or kill its prey within minutes. The ocean's battles are not always about brute strength. The cuttlefish, with its hypnotic display of changing colors, can dazzle and confuse predators and prey alike. This mesmerizing light show, controlled by specialized cells called chromatophores, can be used to communicate, intimidate, or blend seamlessly with the surroundings. Even the smallest creatures have their strategies. The pistol shrimp, with its asymmetrical claws, creates a cavitation bubble that generates one of the loudest sounds in the ocean, stunning its prey and asserting dominance in its territory. From the tiniest shrimp to the largest whales, the underwater world is a theater of relentless competition and astonishing adaptability. Each creature, regardless of size, plays a crucial role in the intricate dance of marine life, where survival depends on a combination of strength, strategy, and sometimes sheer ingenuity. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the ocean, we are reminded of the incredible resilience and creativity of these underwater warriors. Their battles, though hidden beneath the waves, are a testament to the relentless drive of life to thrive in even the most challenging environments. In the boundless theatre of the wild, intelligence is not the sole domain of humankind. Across continents and oceans, animals display remarkable problem-solving abilities, ingenious feats that reveal the depth of their minds and the complexity of their lives. In the forests of New Caledonia, a crow perches quietly, eyeing a tasty grub hidden deep within a tree trunk. But rather than giving up, it selects a twig, skillfully shaping it into a hooked tool. With careful precision, the crow extracts its prize, a demonstration of tool use once thought unique to humans. Meanwhile, in the grasslands of Africa, elephants embark on epic journeys across parched landscapes. Their memories span decades, guiding herds to hidden waterholes remembered from seasons past. Along the way, matriarchs teach younger generations, passing down essential survival knowledge in a living legacy of wisdom. In the Arctic, an Arctic fox faces a new puzzle: how to access a cache of food buried under layers of snow and ice. Using keen hearing, the fox pinpoints the faint rustle of a lemming tunneling below. With a swift, calculated leap, it breaks through the crust, snaring its meal, an act of both patience and precision. Not far away, a group of bottlenose dolphins circles a school of fish, driving them into a tight ball. Suddenly, one dolphin uses its tail to flick mud in a circular pattern, creating a temporary net that traps the fish. This coordinated hunting strategy, passed from one generation to the next, is a testament to culture and cooperation in the animal world. Even the smallest creatures demonstrate astonishing intellect. The octopus, already celebrated as a master of escape, is also a quick learner. In laboratory settings, octopuses solve mazes, open jars, and remember solutions for future challenges, revealing a capacity for learning and memory far beyond expectations. In every corner of the globe, animals confront obstacles, finding food, avoiding predators, navigating complex environments. Their solutions are as varied as the species themselves, showcasing adaptability, creativity, and sometimes even a spark of cunning. As we witness these acts of brilliance, we are reminded that intelligence takes many forms. The wild is not just a battleground for survival, but a living laboratory, one where the minds of animals are constantly at work, solving the puzzles of life with ingenuity and grace.